Hi, boys and girls, and welcome to day 4 of Bible. So, your learning target today is I can know and understand that we must learn to obey all of God's commands. All right, so it's story time. And so, you're going to listen while I read Mom Knows Best. And the scripture where it comes from is Proverbs 6:20 through 23. And I have a picture of the movie Tangled because when I was reading Mom Knows Best, all I could think of is the song Mother Knows Best. And so that's why I have a picture of Tangled on the screen. All right, so let's begin reading. All right, Mom Knows Best. So the nice clean car was going to be a surprise for Dad. So Mom, Ethan, and Alyssa all worked hard to make it shine. As Ethan ran to get the hose, Mom said, "Now, don't turn that on until I tell you." But a minute later, water squirted all over her. "Ethan," she gasped, "turn that off." Ethan quickly turned off the faucet. "I just meant to test it," he said. "I guess I turned it too hard." Just then Alyssa ran up. "Can I make some lemonade, Mom?" she asked. "I know how." "Just wait a minute, Alyssa," said Mom as she tried to dry herself off. "I tucked the lemonade mix on the shelf with my good glasses. I'll get it down as soon as I'm dry." But a few minutes later, Mom heard a crash. "Oh no," she explained. "My best glasses." "Alyssa and Ethan, come here. I want to talk to you." With downcast eyes, the children stood before her. "Now," she said, "I told you both to wait, but you both disobeyed. What happened when you did that?" "We got in trouble," admitted Ethan. Alyssa began to cry. "I feel just awful," she sobbed, "but I only meant to help." Ethan nodded his head in agreement. "Well," said Mom, "after this, I want you to remember that disobedience always brings unhappiness and trouble, even when you think you're helping. This is true whether you break one of my rules or one of God's rules. Now let's see if we can patch up the morning. You children finish the car while I clean up the glass. Then we'll have some lemonade together while we discuss some ways to help you be obedient. Be thinking about it." All right, so Mom knows best. So this teaches the need to obey even when we don't always understand why. I want you to know that when King Josiah heard the laws of God, he wanted to obey them with all his heart. And King Josiah is a good example of obedience for us. So, are you familiar with the unhappy feeling that comes from disobeying? I know that I am. I know that even as an adult, even when I was a kid, I disobeyed and it brought unhappiness to my mom and it brings unhappiness to God. So sometimes it seems that parents are too fussy or too strict or maybe even too careful, doesn't it? But God says they are to be obeyed. So we need to obey our parents always because that means we are obeying God. So I want you to avoid the unhappiness that disobedience brings. All right, so your character trait is obedience, which is doing what I'm told with a joyful attitude. All right, so let's look. Let's discuss what is wrong with the following responses when we are asked to do something. "I'll do it in a minute." Do you think that's right or wrong? No, that's not right. We want to do it right away. "Why do I have to do it?" No, we should be like, "Yes, I'll do it." Or "I have to do everything." Steve never does anything. So that's not right either. Like we need to make sure that we obey the first time. And then the other one, "I'll do it, but I'm not going to enjoy it." That just, no. We need to make sure that we obey the very first time. So the character story taught the idea that we need to obey even if we don't understand why. All right? So, what I want you to do for this week is I want you to obey. I want you to obey your parents, your teachers, your adults. And I want you to obey the first time, but also with a joyful attitude. Okay, that's what I want you to do from now on. Because not only are you obeying your parents and your adults, you're also obeying God.